On one sideline, we've got to look at the head coach of the visiting Raiders. These guys hoping that one loss last week doesn't become two here. On the other side, the head coach for the Chiefs. These guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's going to be Harrison Butker to get us started. And we're off and running from Arrowhead. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them out to the second pick of the second round back in 2023. Out of Kentucky, it's Will Levis.
Their loss last week, it really isn't on him. He had a great game. He checked off a lot of the boxes they had for him in the game plan going in, especially the one at the top, Kate, getting into the end zone. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He does that again here. They should be winners.
A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Another give here to Jency. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6. And the Las Vegas first down. First and 10 from the 41.
Back to Jency. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming and pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They motion a receiver left.
It's a gain of 48 yards.
Here's Algier on 1st down. And they're full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now for the first time, it's a game to the rookie from Wake Forest. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown! The Raiders finish up an excellent opening series. Brock Bowers the touchdown. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. Leading them out, someone who Brock I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to play some clean ball.
2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby.
Gain of 2.
3rd and just 2 to go.
And 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So it'll be second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll start some work to do now on third down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, when you're a defender and you see them give that quick little take to the fullback, you just have to stop him before he gets started. They piled on him and held him to minimal yardage.
They'll air it out on third. Short pass brought in. Ooh, and before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders to the receiver Dante Thornton Jr. out and ready for their next series. And so far, with a chunk of the season gone, you can see he's been the league's most productive receiver in terms of yardage. First play is going to be a give to Genty. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
This is Genty on second. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first.
And a Raider first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Levis. Has a man on target to Thornton. And that is a touchdown! The Raiders get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14. Chiefs nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Big total now, and the ball is out. And they scoop it up, time to push for the line. All right, so they retain possession, but they're going backwards, Brock, after they put it on the ground. Still their football, but need to make some progress here, and this is second and long. One's complete, right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Hey, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that. We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, get to down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. Back deep for the Raiders, Trey Tucker. Picked up at the 38. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Raiders and Will Levis set to take over again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Giving this to Genty. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8. Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Levis. Setting up the screen. get this down to the 44 before he stopped. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Shotgun now for Levis. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
First down. A gain of 14. And a Raider first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route run away. You see zone coverage settle down to the quarterback's numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
Looking to throw, Levis. Finds him on the slant. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Chiefs adding a man to their secondary for this third down. Now Levis. That's complete. Here's Thornton. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Raiders first down. First and goal, Raiders.
They'll try and punch it in. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Our score, 14-0. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're hoping to convert here on second and goal. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Defense bringing in a fifth DB, third and goal.
Incomplete. Brings up third and goal.
They've got a man in motion. Now Levis on third and goal. And that one's incomplete for now. He brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So the flag is declined, and now, Brock, they've got to figure out what they want to do on fourth and goal.
That penalty is declined.
So now on fourth down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Carlson's kick is good. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
Well, nice for this offense to know that even when they don't find the end zone, they can still come away with some points and keep up an awfully impressive pace they've set for themselves.
Fielded at the 7. Jukes away from one. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Mahomes on first and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. And that's going to push him back for second down.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nice catch along the sideline. Awesome body control to stay in bounds there. Ooh, but we've got a flag on the play. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to third down.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
Corliss Waitman on to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They give up the guts. It's Jeanty. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
And the Las Vegas first down. A gain of 12. And the Las Vegas first down.
And off to Jeanty. He is down to the 30-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Las Vegas first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Give here to Jeanty. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
One of the tight ends motioning left. Jeanty from the gun. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Looking inside the red zone. He keeps it and takes off. And there's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run.
It's a gain of 8.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
On the ground with Jeanty. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Going left side, Bowers has it.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
On the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Julian Blackman. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ooh, partner, This has gotten out of hand early. That pick six, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
Carlson now to add one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again.
27, Chiefs nothing.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And they're really going to have to rebuild any momentum from scratch here, Brock, coming off that pick six that just made the hole they're in deeper. Mahomes trying to get after the pick. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Rasul Douglas picks it off. Now, as if this one wasn't tough enough, it's another possession lost as he is picked off once again.
I think what I'm looking for here, what everybody's looking for in the building, what kind of fight do you have? Because a couple of turnovers in a row can take it right out of you, especially the deficit you find yourself in.
The Raiders and Will Levis set to take over again. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. New set of downs for him at the 38. Running from the pistol here with Genty. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. But I believe a Raider covered that one, so the Raiders hang on to possession. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Throwing his Levis on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With your route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders continue piling on to this lead.
Chiefs nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and
The
10.
Chiefs offense out to take over. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Vaughn running dead ahead. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That's a short gain of 1. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
Catch made over the middle. And won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Brought down by Julian Blackmon.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
False start. Offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Third down, it's Mahomes. He gets it to Rice. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he's down to almost, oh, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. They'll get 18 yards there.
18
and the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
To the air, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives them in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for second down and 13. They'll work against the blitz. Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Needing 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Looking to throw Mahomes. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
17-yard line.
From the red zone on first. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So second down coming up. Back to the air, Mahomes. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. And they're whistling for a stop. It looks like that's one of the Chiefs in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll throw. Third and long. That's caught for the first. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Again, Mahomes to throw. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get their first points of this game just before halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone, and that was awesome.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our
look
EA
at the
Sports halftime
NFL
report.
starts now in the Steel City. It's the Steelers at home to take on the Bengals in the AFC North. And it's Bo Nix. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. The Steelers able to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. They win it in the final moments. And a look now at the rest of the action around the league here in week number 12. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 20.
Entering settings screen, you have 28 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Yard line. The Chiefs have their offense out to start this third quarter. This has become must-score territory now. Every made by the rookie from Penn State.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
They'll give to Vaughn out of the shotgun. And that's good for a few, which brings up third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Shotgun handoff for Vaughn. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. He has the first over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Offense is 6. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
play action. Mahomes. Man downfield. He's got it. It's Worthy. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chiefs still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. Butker on now to kick this one away.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Raiders and Will Levis set to take over again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jeanty running right. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Play action, Levis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
On 3rd down, Chiefs going with a nickel. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Cut out left. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
First down.
First down, ball at the 36. Shotgun give here to Jeanty. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
That's by Vesh, left side. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line. On 3rd down, Jeanty. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. The Chiefs and Xavier Worthy back in possession here. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, push that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
The Raiders and receiver Dante Thornton Jr. out and ready for their next series. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Throwing the out route complete. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Straight ahead with Jeanty. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Another give here to Jeanty. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time in talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, or that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle.
A 30-yard attempt.
Coming off the edge, and it's blocked.
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. He dodged the tackle. He danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it. This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
He was defended by Julian Blackman.
Air it out on 3rd. Gets him on the in route. And this is brought to a stop at that, say, the 34-yard line there. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Up the middle, Vaughn. Wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dump off caught by his back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Third and long for him here. Finds the in route, complete. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. But nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down.
You just get the play off. He's going to be forced to throw this one away. That takes us, Brock, to the end of our 3rd quarter. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throw here, 3rd down. Oh no, they get him yet again! Rasul Douglas picks it up! And the Raiders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You could feel them, Kate. You could feel the convoy going. They thought they might have another one, but unfortunately, not another touchdown. But you know what? Not going to stop them from celebrating in another big game-changing play.
The Raiders to receiver Dante Thornton Jr. out and ready for their next series. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Genty on the give. He's headed right. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Ashton Genty, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. A tight end in motion now. This is Genty on 2nd. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. 2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Shotgun now for Levis. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again.
41. Chiefs, 14.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, while this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate, this drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
That's him on the quick hitter. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Raiders defense goes in the dime for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. He finds Worthy, complete. He is hauled down right at that midfield stripe.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And a Kansas City.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
First down.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Raiders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Okay, I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
The Raiders have their offense back out there. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And he drives that punt backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Back to Genty. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Good point, good point. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
Levis here on 1st down. He's got a man left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Levis to the air now.
At the 31-yard
On the left side, Bowers has it. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
And the Raiders first
A
down.
motion to tight end left.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
Genty from the gun. Ooh, he made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that first down carry.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders continue piling it on here in the fourth. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Carlson's extra point is good. And the Raiders continue piling on to this lead.
Chiefs 14.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4. At the 33.
Ball running dead ahead. Pop on the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Nickel set here from the Raiders. Third down. To the air on third and long. Raiders closing in, and down he goes. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line.
The
Raiders and Will Levis set to take over again. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Motioning the tight end now. On first down, Genty. Continuing to move past the 45. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
And the Raider first down.
Zone read, they'll give it to Genty. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down.
He's brought down at the 31.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Raiders ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. Offense is set. This is second and 2. Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. They give up the... He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And the Chiefs look like they have it. Only a little bit of a run after he recovered the fumble, but their offense is going to be happy as they take over possession.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Trying the right side with Vaughn. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Once again, it's 35. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
25 yards on the play. That's good.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
And down he goes. Raiders got him. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And they take not just the victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish out the sweep of their division rivals. So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners, as we say so long from Kansas City.